Let's make sourdough pizza. We're gonna start with an active starter that is more than doubled in size. This recipe is super simple. 350 grams of water plus 100 grams of active starter. Whisk that up until dissolved. Add 500 grams of flour, preferably bread flour, and 10 grams of salt. We're gonna mix that up really well until all the dry bits are incorporated and there is no dry flour left. And then we're gonna cover and let it rest for 1 hour. After the rest, we're gonna perform a set of stretch and folds by going around the bowl and doing as many of these as your dough will allow you. That is before it becomes too resistant to stretches. And then we're just gonna tuck the dough under to make a ball, cover it, and let it rise until it doubles in size. I like to use a measuring bowl to see where we started and where we need to be. Now that your dough has doubled in size, we're going to lightly flour your working surface and dump the dough from the bowl onto the counter. Divide into 4 equal parts and shape. You're just gonna take pieces of dough, stretching them out a little bit and bringing them into the middle until you form a tight ball. Then take a container that's been properly oiled and place the dough ball right inside of it. You want to make sure that the containers you select for your dough will have enough space for the dough to triple in size. You can use a brush to brush your oil in those containers or just oil spray. Cover all the containers and place them in the refrigerator for at least 24 hours. The day of pizza baking, you want to take your containers out of the refrigerator and let them triple in size. Once it's tripled in size, we're going to use some semolina flour, dump our dough on there, and just use your fingers to stretch the dough, flip it over, stretch it out some more by just tapping with your fingers and slightly stretching it out. Then transfer your pizza crust onto your pizza paddle, and this is where you put your sauce and your favorite toppings. Make sure your oven is preheated to the highest possible setting. Mine goes up to 550. I preheat it for 1 hour with the pizza steel in there, and then I bake my pizza for about 4 minutes. And then you just cut your pizza and enjoy. It is so amazing.